Hello seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel, and now Venus is moving in the sign of Sagittarius. A Venus in Sagittarius is very unique because this is Shukra in Guru, Brihaspati's house. Now Jupiter is also retrograde in Taurus, which means Jupiter and Venus are making a Parivartana Yoga. In tomorrow's video, I am going to do a technical breakdown of this transit. So after you watch today's ascendant-wise analysis, which I know that makes a lot of people curious, you want to know about yourself. But if you are an astrology enthusiast, watch my video that will become live tomorrow to understand what this transit is all about. This in-depth analysis is done tomorrow, but for today, let's focus on the ascendant-wise analysis. You can watch this as per your ascendant, or also you can watch this as per your moon sign. But if you are seeing it with respect to moon sign, consider the results to be more psychological, and that's something that impacts your mind. If you want to take my consultation, you can drop me an email. Do not forget to subscribe the channel, share the video among family and friends, because sharing is one thing, one karma that spreads the word of Vedic astrology and also tells the algorithm that this Jyotish is important. If you want to book a comprehensive system generated PDF report about your horoscope, if you want to know in-depth detail about your horoscope, you want to know what your chart looks like, you want to know what your divisional chart looks like, you want to know how Sudarshan Chakra is, you want to know about your Vimshottari Dasha, you want to know about Yogini Dasha, you want to see all the timelines in one PDF, you want to have a snapshot of 10 years of your life, if you want to know about your personality, some yogas and the doshas present in the chart, and some basic remedies that can be done about your chart, this report gives you all. This is one-stop report with 300 plus pages, with numerology section, with all the Loshu grid coming as a comprehensive one-stop solution for your astrological needs. Book this report. The link is in the description box below. Remember, this is a system generated report, but a very, very positive report. Do check that out. And if you want to follow me on Instagram and other social media platforms, the link is in the description box below. Let's start ascendant-wise analysis for Venus transit in Sagittarius. Aries. Now in case of Aries ascendant, Venus will move in your 9th house. This is good for philosophy. This is good for traveling. This is good for higher education. This is good to expand your creative skills. So if you want to enroll into creative side of your life, if you want to focus on something which is appealing to your life, to your mind, say pursuing your hobby, do this now. When Venus traverses through the Sagittarian plane, the Jupiter, which is in the 2nd house, and the Venus, which is in the 9th house, have a Parivartan Yoga. So definitely this shows that you will be happy with the resources, and this comes as a much needed relief considering what Mars is doing in the 4th house and what Saturn is doing and Rahu is doing in the 11th and 12th house. But this also puts you into kind of a question which path to follow, because on one side the family might tell you the path of dharma, where Venus in the 9th house might tell you the path which is quicker, which is more luxurious, which is more fascinating. So before following the most fascinating option of your life, try to see the consequences of it. A 9th house Venus will also improve relationship with your guru, with your father. Try to visit a Mahalakshmi temple if possible. And this is going to be a great time to expand the possibilities of love. Marriage possibilities also becomes very high during this time for eligible bachelors. Overall, I will say it's a very good transit. Your expression becomes polite and humble, and you will be loved by many. Taurus. Your ascendant lord is in the 8th house. Your 8th house lord is in the 1st house. So this is the Parivartana Yoga when Venus moves in Sagittarius between 1st house and 8th house. So this means there are going to be major transformation in your life, and this includes your personality, this includes your approach towards life. You might want to take some shortcuts and take some drastic measures related to marriage, relationships, love. And this also might mean that you are more open, you are more clear in your thoughts, which is all good. But this dramatic change should not cause any harm to others. This is your responsibility. Also, 8th house shows that you are investing in yourself, which is a good thing. So invest in your health. Health is the topmost priority when Venus is moving in the 8th house. Because when Venus goes in the 8th house, this is something about secrecy, your secret love, your secret desires. So you will communicate with your secret desires, the unfulfilled part of the life, and you will try to fulfill it, which is good. But all you have to ensure is that you are also doing it in the right manner. Chances of investments, chances of over the top expenses might be a little higher at this point of time. There can be conflict with your in-laws. There can be arguments or point of differences. So try to keep your head low, because your 3rd house Mars might push you to, to an emotional breakdown. With Venus in the 8th house, this can also suddenly terminate a relationship. So if things are not going good, wait until Venus moves to the 9th house. Gemini. In case of Gemini, the Venus movement will be in the 7th house. This is good for marriage, establishing new businesses, going into new partnerships, and doing some scrutiny about the loopholes in your business. The feedback that comes from outside, the appreciation that comes from the people around you will also motivate you and give you a sense of happiness, because Venus aspects your Lagna. This also means that you should be not so critical about the feedback that you get from the people around you. That is only for your improvement. A 7th house Venus also expands the possibility of you marrying your partner of choice, and this also gives an opportunity to expand the possibility of creativity. So if you are into creative pursuits, if you are into Venus-like pursuits, if you are into tourism, travel, adventure sports, this is going to be a solid transit for you. A Venus in the 7th house may also mean that you are very much comfortable at what you do and you have a cordial relationship with your life partner. But because you are Gemini, you will always see that there is a Ketu's presence in the 4th house. Now, Ketu's presence in 4th house means that you have to give up the old thoughts and you have to become a new version of you. That is exactly what Venus will do when it crosses the Mula Nakshatra from the 7th house. And as it crosses to the 8th house, it wants to create a transformation. So physical transformation of your looks and personality is very much possible during this time. So take that seriously. Cancer. For Cancer ascendant, Venus will move in your 6th house. Now definitely if you are a Kark Rashi or Kark Lagan Jataka, then Venus transit in the 6th house is a little difficult. You know why? Because it's your 4th lord going into the 6th house. It's your 11th lord going into the 6th house. This can increase the chance of debt. This can increase the chance of controversies, problems in relationship. So this is the time you need to focus on the nitty-gritty of the life. Focus on the fundamentals. Break down your problem and try to address the core issue and try to solve the problem from its root, not just the symptomatic treatment. Same goes for your health. This is the time where you will have to focus more on your health, more on your overall well-being, more on the holistic side of life. People who are involved in the medical practice, people who are involved in gynecology, people who are involved in the healing practices. If you are a psychologist, you will see that you will see a certain typical kind of cases coming in your way, and your duty, your responsibility becomes more during this time, and you have to take control of your own thoughts. A 6th house Venus means there will be situations which will be pleasing to you, but also there will be days which will be very bad, as if something is averaging out, something is managing both positive and negative. Considering Mars is debilitated in your 1st house, you need to control your urges and you need to control your anger. Leo. Now in case of Leo, Venus moves into your 5th house. A 5th house Venus opens the possibilities of relationship. This helps you connect with your life partner much better. This helps connect with your partner in a way where you kind of understand the need and the kind of the mentality that your partner has. It helps you evolve better as a human being. Your expression becomes phenomenal during this time. So people who are involved into acting, media, journalism, production houses, if you are into modeling, if you are into singing or any artist expression, you will see great success when Venus moves in the 5th house. If you want to learn any of these things, if you want to enroll into a course or want to see a job opportunity in this sector, this is the right time. Now, Venus also aspects the 11th house, which gives you a lot of comfort with respect to finances, with respect to the response from the people, the feedback, the appreciation. The good thing is that this Venus is kind of a very positive Venus. This Venus extracts the Purva Punya and makes your life comfortable. So it's a all thumbs up transit for Leo ascendant and Leo moon sign natives. Virgo. Now for Virgo ascendant or even Virgo moon sign, Venus movement in the 4th house will make you think deep about the philosophies of life. It will make you focus internally. It will make you focus on exactly what you want and what you need in life. This is an excellent Venus transit to expand or decorate your house, to clean your house. And this is an excellent transit that gives you more comfort, and it might give you a kind of an experience that you have never had before. Say you are experiencing some 5-star property, or you are experiencing some international cuisine, you're going to 5 stars. So this kind of gives you that lavish experience. So be very careful about your expenses during this time. You might also buy luxury watches and create luxury assets when Venus moves in 4th house, because that gives you courage and that keeps you going, keeps you moving. Be careful not to cross the thin line. But otherwise, it's a great transit and it gives you great success in the real estate and interior designing sector also. Libra. In case of Libra, you are ruled by Venus. Your ascendant or moon sign is ruled by Venus, and the Venus goes into the 3rd house. 3rd house is more about expression. 3rd house is more about initiatives. Now see, the Karaka of the 3rd house is Mangal, and Mars is debilitated, and Venus goes there. So it kind of puts you into a very complacent mode, a chilled out, relaxed mode. You have the fire to do things, but does not have the necessary means to execute the task. That means you have a lot of ideas, but maybe you don't have the right path to take, right guidance and right ways, right means to do. So you need to figure out the plan. Without planning, nothing will work out when Venus moves into the 3rd house. This, on the other hand, improves the relationship with your neighbors, friends, and you will have a strong positive get together that motivates you. So if you're an introvert and if you just want to be in the coziness of your house and you don't want to get out, maybe you should interact, because sometimes positive interaction helps you learn better. And people who want to travel to different cities and countries for leisure or work, Venus will make that happen. So a 3rd house Venus helps you recover your inhibitions, but try to avoid using alcohol for this, because 3rd house Venus will encourage you to try different cuisines, including the negative tamasic ones. And if you do that, then it will impact the negative Mars, which is debilitated. Remember, Mars is in your 10th house. It affects your career. It affects your karma. Scorpio. Now in case of Scorpio, Venus will move out of your 1st house. It will move in your 2nd house. So when Venus moves through the nakshatra of Mula and Purvashadha, it kind of helps you connect with your family. It kind of helps you connect with your resources, the availability that of things that you have right now, the amount of money that you have at hand. Venus wants you to properly utilize that. Venus in the 2nd house also gives you a chance to expand your wealth. So if you have any wealth lying around, stuck somewhere, and you want to pull it out, you want to free that wealth for other uses, this is the time which will support you. Also, on the other hand, Venus aspects the 8th house. So it also gives a lot of comfort between partners. And if there is a tension between you and your life partner about finances, that tension will ease out a bit, because now you can address the problem, the right problem, in the right manner. A 2nd house Venus is also good for your financial security, your mental security. It gives you a lot of mental peace, and All you have to do is wait for Venus to go into the Purvashada Nakshatra and things will become much better for you. But because Venus rules your 12th house, money may come from foreign sources, money may come from far off sources, but you need to be careful about the expenses. Make money, earn money. Sagittarius. Now in case of Sagittarius, Venus will be moving in your first house, especially when it goes in Purvashada Nakshatra. It transforms you. It transforms you by making you address the core issues of life, the duty and the responsibility. It wants you to be more specific about things. It will make you very choosy. It will make you very nitpicky. This is a great time to launch a social media company. If you want to have a startup related to media and production, this is the great time when Venus moves into the sign of Sagittarius. As a celebrity, you can become more popular during this time, and as a layman, it will make you very comfortable with your own health, and it will draw your attention toward holistic well-being. Do yoga, pranayama, and use of essential oil is a great way to handle your health, mental wealth, and overall well-being. Focus on your physical grooming. Capricorn. Now in case of Capricorn, Venus will be moving in your 12th house. A 12th house movement of Venus is good for foreign relocation, if you're working in a hospital, if you're working for pharmacies, medical equipments, medical care, if you're a nurse, and if you are into any sort of healing practice. Also, if you want to let go of any past emotion, memories of past relationship, failed relationship, if you want to move on in your life, this is going to be a very good opportunity. A 12th house Venus also gives you happiness by making you a little bit free. So this drops the inhibition. But be very careful because there is a thin line, because you might go overboard and go for extra expenses. People who are looking for overseas travel, for leisure or for career, you will see that it will happen quite soon. And if there is any obstacle that you're facing, that might be removed when Venus moves in the 12th house. Now this Venus coming in the 12th house gives you a lot of relief from debt, from unnecessary loan, from unnecessary pressure. Money will come. Although money will come and money will go, but this also takes away the financial pressure and kind of puts you into a safe space. So it's a very safe transit, and you can utilize this in connection with Saturn going direct in the second house. And if in totality I see a lot of financial stability, which is actually countering the position of Mars in the 7th house. So the more humble you are, the more chilled out, the more laid back you are, the better it will be. And this does not mean that you are procrastinating. You are not active. You have to be active, but you don't be aggressive. Aquarius. For Aquarius ascendant, Venus will move in your 11th house from the 10th house. An 11th house movement of Venus is very good for you because Venus rules your Kendra Bhav and Trikona, 4th and 9th house. Now when 4th Lord goes in the 11th house, when 9th Lord goes in the 11th house, this makes you rethink about a lot of things, something that is close to your heart. This can give you financial success, this can give you gain of assets, this can make you build your home, this can make you renovate your home. If you're into renovation, real estate, designing, creativity, vastu, or if you're into interior designing or anything that is connected to beautification of assets, this can be a good business time for you. And if you see, a lot of people will start their business related to hobbies, especially if you are a housewife, if you have not done any business before, if there is a gap, maybe this Venus will give you an opportunity to do something that will make you feel more involved and make you feel more connected with the world around you. And what you will see is that this Venus will give you a lot of self-worth. This Venus will give you a lot of motivation to do something in life, and a lot of women might become entrepreneur during this time. Venus in the 11th house supports financial gain, and it also creates a holistic atmosphere with your relations and with people around you, with just ensure that you're not partying and dropping yourself into the alcohol and losing the touch with reality. And if you're practical, this is going to build strong and positive connections. Pisces. For Pisces, Venus is going to be in your 10th house. It is going to impact your career, your reputation. You will become more famous. People will know you for your data mining and data analytical skills and the creative ways of you handling the problem. So you might have to figure out a path which is a little different from the usual track of life. You might have to find out something that is a little, I will say, out of the box. A creative solution for a long standing problem in life. From the corporate side, this Venus will give you promotion. This Venus is going to give you relief. You will have a good time in your career. You might see that you're making new friends, new people coming in. You are gelling well with that group, and now you have a good team that performs really well, that kind of promises a good career. And this is a holistic environment, a positive environment in your office. So work-wise, this is going to make you more settled, more happy, and more relaxed, which will definitely have an impact on your heart, on your own comfort zone. The problem is that when Venus gives you an opportunity, club it with Jupiter, which is basically your Lagna Lord, and Venus and Jupiter are exchanging. So this Venus and Jupiter exchange might want you to change your job, leave your comfort zone. There is another, like the grass might be green on this side, but it is greener on the other side. And when you go there, then you realize, but you don't take the first step. And if you don't take the first step, because you are too much engrossed in the comfort zone, success will not come to you. So you relax and you move in the forward direction. Don't stop, because if you stop, Venus will not function well. Chanting Shri Suktam is a very good remedy.